Have you ever felt like you had it all figured out, only to be completely humbled? That's exactly what happens to Job in our story today. After weeks of suffering and wrestling with his friends, convinced of his own righteousness, Job is about to get a major reality check. In chapter 37, Job's young friend Elihu is still talking. He's basically wrapping up his big speech, trying to put Job in his place by pointing to the power of God in nature. He talks about the thunder, the lightning, the snow, and the rain. He asks Job, "Do you know how God controls these things? Can you spread out the skies, hard as a cast metal mirror?" Elihu is essentially saying, "Job, you're just a man. You can't possibly understand the ways of the Almighty. So maybe, just maybe, you should stop questioning him and just be in awe." And just as Elihu finishes, the moment we've all been waiting for arrives. A mighty whirlwind appears, and out of it, God himself speaks to Job. This isn't a gentle whisper. It's a powerful, direct confrontation. God doesn't start by explaining Job's suffering. He doesn't offer a cozy hug or a word of comfort. Not yet. Instead, he starts with a series of questions. Who is this that obscures my plans with words without knowledge? God asks, "Brace yourself like a man. I will question you, and you shall answer me." Imagine hearing that. After everything Job has been through, God shows up and basically says, "All right, Job, you think you know so much? Let's see what you've got." Then, God launches into one of the most incredible poetic passages in all of literature. He takes Job on a virtual tour of creation. "Where were you when I laid the earth's foundation? Tell me, if you understand. Who marked off its dimensions? Surely you know. Who stretched a measuring line across it? On what were its footings set? Or who laid its cornerstone, while the morning stars sang together and all the angels shouted for joy?" God isn't being mean. He's recalibrating Job's perspective. He's showing Job that the universe is infinitely more vast, complex, and ancient than he could ever imagine. God asks Job if he's ever commanded the morning to appear or shown the dawn its place. Has he ever walked in the depths of the sea or entered the storehouses of the snow and hail? The questions just keep coming, each one highlighting the massive gap between God's infinite wisdom and Job's limited human understanding. God describes how he provides for the lions and the ravens, how he controls the constellations like Orion and the Pleiades. Can Job send lightning bolts on their way? Does he give the horse its strength, or the hawk its ability to soar? Through this barrage of questions, God isn't trying to crush Job. He's doing something much more profound. He's revealing himself. He's showing Job that he is not some distant, uncaring deity. He is the masterful, intimate, and powerful creator who holds every atom of the universe together. The point is this: if God is wise enough to design and sustain the entire cosmos, from the stars in the sky to the wild animals in the field, isn't he also wise enough to be trusted with the details of Job's life, even the painful ones? Job stands there, utterly silent. For 37 chapters, he has had so much to say. But now, in the presence of God himself, he has no words. He is finally seeing things from God's point of view, and it leaves him speechless. He's learning that faith isn't about having all the answers. It's about trusting the one who does. Thanks for joining me for this part of Job's journey. It's a powerful reminder to stay humble and trust in a plan bigger than our own. If you found this meaningful, hit that like button and subscribe for more. See you next time.